5 on the ice for Syracuse as we get going in the second period. First line, Abby Malotny, Lauren Belafontaine, Victoria Klimek, Shelby Kaloff, and Jessica DiGirolamo on the back end. And the grad student resets, sends it ahead for Klimek. Off the skates of Belafontaine, took a spill. Referee's hand in the air and will get a penalty against RIT.
And head to the rule book and look up what tripping is, because that clearly was a great job by Victoria Klimek to get around the defender, and the guilty party is Taylor Sims as she just reached out her stick, and it was the misdirection that Syracuse provided at the blue line, and it's a clear trip. I mean, this is one that the referees are never going to miss, especially when they're trying to gauge if it will be offsides on Syracuse. It's actually Lauren Belafontaine that caused it, and it was the misdirection. Sims thought she was just going to, push across the blue line. Instead, she tried to veer around the defender, and Sims said, well, if you're going to do that, you're going to do it with, with a little bit of pain in the process, and it resulted with her in the penalty box.
8th penalty of the season on Taylor Sims, 16th minute, and that's not what you want to do if you're RIT, because Syracuse, one of the better power play teams in the CHA, 3rd, converting on 18% of its opportunities. Hannah Johnson setting things up at the point, walking, shooting, wide left. Picked up by C. Lamos behind goal, and she sends it out of the zone back to Syracuse's side, and will waste some precious seconds off the clock, down to 1:15 on the SU power play.
It's not an efficient power play opportunity. Syracuse has to set up its offensive set.
Belafontaine with it. She drew the penalty, and she's joined by Primo and Marchand. DiGirolamo and Malotny's in off the bench, so 4 Syracuse forwards in the game. Behind the goal line with Marchand, over to Malotny. Belafontaine's open, one-timer's wide. A great look for Lauren Belafontaine, but she couldn't finish it. But Syracuse stays with it. Malotny, cross-ice pass for Belafontaine, off her skate. Back to DiGirolamo. Behind goal from Marchand. Wraparound pass, inside Primo, she couldn't bang it home, and it's cleared away by the Tigers.
And it's the presence of Sarah Coe as she stayed down, put her pads on the ice, and for any Syracuse player, it's going to be tough to get it past her, especially when RIT is committing so many players to the slot, especially on this power play and this, shorthanded chance for RIT.
Down to 15 seconds on the power play. Belafontaine fakes the slap shot, gives it to DiGirolamo. Her shot's wide, went under the pad of Coe, but not into the goal. The grad student gets it back. She walks the line, gives it to Belafontaine, down low for Marchand. And RIT is back to full strength, back to 5-on-5. But the Orange continue the attack. Marchand trying to find Primo in the slot, can't get it through, loose puck in front, and Coe freezes it. Some pushing and shoving on the crease, broken up by the officials. But an early opportunity on the power play for Syracuse, Cam, and they can't cash in. A very impressive job done by RIT on the penalty kill. They're 5th in the CHA, only killing about 75% of opponents' power plays, but did a great job there.
Yeah, it's clear that head coach Celeste Brown told her team, you have to dedicate some time to the slot, the circles, and the crease. If you're closer to your goaltender, it's going to give Syracuse a minimal amount of opportunities, and it did there. Even when Marchand tried to wrap it around into the crease and into the net, Sarah Coe didn't have much to worry about because he had 3 defenders to her rescue.
So Syracuse couldn't score, but had some great looks, had some great opportunities. Sarah Marchand behind goal is really dangerous with that puck as a facilitator. Set up Lauren Belafontaine, with a one-time opportunity. She couldn't convert. DiGirolamo had some looks from the point. But when it's all said and done, SU couldn't tally the first goal of this game. We remain scoreless with under 17 to go in the second.
Syracuse has to do a better job of sticking to the fundamentals of what a power play is all about. That's moving the puck around the perimeter and not allowing it to be stagnant.
The Orange got away with one there. It looked like McHale may have been tagged up with a trip. But here comes RIT. Breakaway opportunity. And they don't take it. Instead, the Tigers will slow it down. That was Jordan Marchese who was pushing the tempo. Now here's Syracuse, 3-on-3 chance. Thompson fakes the shot and taken away by Davies. The forward getting involved in the defensive end with an impressive back check. Picked up by Rayla Clemens, and she turns on the Jets. Look at her fly. Into the neutral zone, into the attacking zone. Dekes by a defender, but couldn't get to the puck. She lost it, and RIT takes it away. Tipped out of play by Lecision. Face-off will stay in RIT's end.
Rayla Clemens looking for two things as she glides past both the red line, neutral ice, and the blue line. Of course, to try to score for Syracuse, maybe glide behind the net and set up some sort of offensive set. But when you cross the slot like that with an intention just to go as fast as possible, you're also looking for a possible tripping.
Kaloff into the slot, lost it on the way. The defenseman was thinking goal there. The Orange stay with it. Marchand backhanded it to herself, gets it back. Wrist shot off the blocker. Clemens there for the rebound. And she gives it right to Sarah Coe. She continues to stand tall in goal.
Sarah Marchand was eyeing goal number 7. She has 11 assists on the season. She wanted to do it herself. Nice move and great job by Sarah Coe. Not just to block her that one away, but realize that she can get big in cage by lifting up her shoulder. Marchand tried for placement. Maybe should have gone a little bit more with pace because the rebound opportunity might have been there.
She almost assisted herself. Belafontaine behind the goal. Finds Johnson, who cut into the slot, but offline with the puck. And she gets it back in the neutral zone, waits for Klimek to tag up, and now sets up the attack. Belafontaine keeping it inside the blue line, but turned over. Here comes Maloney. Sent ahead for Rowland. Wrist shot wide. Now Vastani with a shot on goal. Rebound opportunity. But Desmet grabs it like a first baseman.
Look at this hit right here. It shows the aggressiveness that RIT is playing with. Holy moly. Knocked down Abby Malotny like she wasn't even there. That's how RIT has to play, right? Put Syracuse in an uncomfortable position. That's why the Tigers took the Orange to overtime when these two teams played a couple months ago. And a big reason why RIT lost 7-0 the following day, didn't play aggressive enough. You got to play with nothing to lose.
And Paul Flanagan respects this team so much. He understands that they're coming into Tendy tonight aggressive, hungry for their first win. He said there's an old adage, you're only as good as your last game, and RIT's last game was an impressive performance against Penn State, which we've highlighted already, a 2-2 tie. And he said, don't look at the record. We need to focus on what we're doing. It's not a point night. And what a point night is like a stats game. You're playing a team that everyone thinks is not very good. You're looking to pad your stats. He said that's not the case tonight. We got to be hungry. We got to be ready to go. Shot on goal for Primo, right into the belly of Coe.
And it can't be the case against an RIT team that's just hungry. Paul Flanagan said this seems desperate, right? You come in with no wins on the season. Primo has to do a better job with placement. You throw it right into the breadbasket of Sarah Coe. It's not going to work, especially if you want a rebound opportunity. Yes, it sets up a draw, but Syracuse hasn't been the best in draws. And again, a careless turnover that will have head coach Paul Flanagan shaking his head.
Second line on the ice for Syracuse, Clemens, Marchand, along with Lecision. Johnson and Beacom, the defenders. For RIT, the third line, featuring McCormick, Solinger, and McNeil. Beacom dumps it in, and Syracuse will get on the forecheck. As Sarah Coe plays it, that's something Celeste Brown highlighted in our call this week, that Sarah Coe's a great defenseman, but she also has some nifty stick work, Cam.
Not just that, a lot of puck skills, and there's a delayed penalty right here. A lot of puck skills for Sarah Coe because she's almost like a sixth player there on the ice, sixth offensive player, and it's an identity factor that really has helped this RIT team push forward and maybe is a trend that helps the Tigers in CHA play moving forward, and wasn't a penalty, just a possible offsides violation that was waved off.
That'd be something, though. What if a goalie was quick enough and skilled enough with the puck to get involved in an attack and make it like a 6-on-5 power play kind of thing? Probably not the smartest thing to do.
Oh, Celeste Brown.
3-on-1 for RIT. Vastani with a shot on goal off the left pad. Loose puck in front. But Desmet's there, and she freezes it. And some more pushing and shoving in front of Cage Cam. It's clear that these teams don't like each other, and this is a battle tonight.